Chicago Cubs are absolutely on fire right now, extending their incredible winning streak to 8 games as the hottest team in baseball. With Matthew Boyd back on the mound and the team firing on all cylinders, they are looking to keep the momentum going against the struggling Philadelphia Phillies. We are breaking down every angle of this high-octane matchup as the Cubs look to secure another massive victory at the legendary Wrigley Field.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-Pack Screen Protector plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
But the real story stealing headlines at the ballpark might not be the home runs or the strikeout totals. A bold, unexpected visitor made its presence felt right in the middle of the action as a rat darted out from a dugout bag and caused absolute chaos near the Philadelphia Phillies bench. Players and coaches were left scrambling in total surprise as the rodent took center stage during the game. This furry intruder is just the latest in a series of bizarre animal encounters that have been taking over the diamond lately. From a goose wandering the outfield grass just a day earlier to other strange sightings, Wrigley Field is becoming the wildest place in sports this week. We have the full breakdown on how this unexpected visitor shook up the dugout and why the Chicago Cubs front office is now addressing the situation. It is an absolutely wild time to be a sports fan in Chicago, so make sure you do not miss a single update on these crazy field antics and the latest team news. We are covering every pitch and every surprise all season long. Smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you are the first to know whenever we drop new content. Stay tuned. Can you hear that, Chicago? That's the sound of a team that simply refuses to lose. The Cubs are officially the hottest show in baseball right now, riding an incredible 7-game winning streak that has the entire league taking notice. We are seeing a complete transformation on the field, the kind where the pitching rotation holds firm and the offense steps up the second the pressure cranks up. It's not just luck, it's a rhythm, and they've found it at the perfect time. Tonight, the spotlight turns back to the friendly confines of Wrigley Field as they look to keep the momentum rolling against the reeling Philadelphia Phillies. Matthew Boyd is back on the hill tonight after a solid, if limited, return from the injured list, and the anticipation is palpable. With the roster shuffling into place and guys like Nico Hoerner and Ian Happ locked in at the plate, the energy is electric. Are the Cubs legitimate contenders, or is this just a streak that's bound to hit a wall? I'm betting on the momentum, but we'll see how they handle the heat under the lights tonight. Make sure you're following along as this series unfolds, and let me know in the comments. Is this the start of a deep October run or just a hot spring flash in the pan? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single pitch of this wild season. Ever been to a ball game and realized the most exciting player on the field wasn't even wearing a jersey? Forget the home runs and the double plays. Wrigley Field is turning into a full-blown wildlife sanctuary, and frankly, I am here for it. On Tuesday night, as the Cubs faced off against the Phillies, a furry intruder decided to crash the party. We aren't talking about a seagull or a squirrel. This was a straight-up rat, perched casually on top of a player's gear bag right by the Phillies' dugout. Thanks to Marcus Leshock, who was on the scene, we've got clear footage of this little guy taking a leap of faith and scurrying past the dugout, effectively sending the major league stars into a brief moment of panic. It's hilarious because just 24 hours earlier, a goose had completely halted the outfield action. You have to love the unpredictability of baseball. One minute it's high-stakes professional sports, the next it's a pest control emergency. It's a bit ironic, too, considering Chicago just slipped to second place in the rankings of America's rattiest cities. Maybe the Rats are just trying to reclaim their title with a little bit of screen time at the friendly confines. Plus, let's not forget the heartbreak of the city's infamous rat hole, which experts recently confirmed wasn't even made by a rat. Talk about a blow to the local legend. It makes you wonder, are we just living in a world where every city rodent wants its 15 minutes of fame on national television? If you enjoyed this wild moment from the diamond, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more weird sports updates. After all, the best stories at the ballpark are usually the ones that don't make it into the box score. Have you ever wondered what it takes to get a standing ovation at Wrigley Field? Apparently, all you need is a tail, a twitchy nose, and zero respect for Major League Baseball regulations. That is right. Things have officially gone off the rails at the friendly confines, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the Cubs' latest winning streak. Just a few days ago, during a heated matchup against the Phillies, a massive rat decided it was finally time to make its big league debut. This wasn't just a quick scurry across the outfield grass. This rodent sprinted right along the front of the Phillies' dugout, triggering a level of chaos usually reserved for a bench-clearing brawl. You could practically see the players, coaches, and even the camera crews scrambling to get out of the way. It is a hilarious reminder that no matter how much money is on the line, Mother Nature really does not care about the game's score. The little troublemaker eventually vanished under the tarp near first base, which honestly feels like a ticking time bomb for the next rain delay. Can you imagine the poor grounds crew member who eventually has to roll that thing out? Talk about a nightmare shift. But here is the kicker. This wasn't even the first time the local wildlife decided to crash the party. Just 24 hours earlier, a rogue goose wandered onto the diamond as if it were looking to field a few ground balls itself. Between the goose and the rat, Wrigley is starting to look more like a petting zoo than a professional ballpark. As a superstitious Cubs fan, I say keep them coming. If the price of a winning streak is sharing the diamond with a few local critters, I will take that trade any day of the week. What is the craziest thing you have ever seen crawl onto a professional field? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more wild stadium stories. After all, you never know who or what might show up for the next pitch. Forget the home runs and the strikeouts. The real star of Tuesday night's game at Wrigley Field wasn't wearing a Cubs uniform, but it definitely had a lot of personality. In the middle of Chicago's 7-4 victory over the Phillies, a bold, furry intruder decided it was time to make its big league debut, scampering right across the dirt between the dugouts. It was like something out of a slapstick comedy. This rat actually popped out of a Cubs equipment bag, completely unnoticed at first, before making a mad dash toward the Phillies' dugout. You could see the players and coaches literally recoil in a mix of disgust and pure shock. It's not every day you see professional athletes suddenly turn into terrified fans, and the crowd absolutely loved it. This wasn't just a random one-off, either. Wrigley has become some sort of wild animal magnet lately, with a goose showing up on Monday and a bat making an appearance just this past Saturday. It makes you wonder what's going on in those ivy-covered walls. Of course, the Cubs front office is trying to downplay the circus, issuing a formal statement about their year-round pest abatement efforts and their commitment to safety. But honestly, in a city as big as Chicago, you have to expect a few uninvited guests at an open-air venue. While the team might be sweating the optics, for the fans in the stands, it's just another bizarre chapter in the legendary history of Wrigley Field. What do you think? Is this just bad luck, or has the friendly confines become the city's newest wildlife sanctuary? Drop a comment below to let us know, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more wild sports stories. After all, you never know what or who is going to show up at the ballpark next.